Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back with another Pathfinder playthrough. Let's jump right into this. I'm hoping to get out of the camp and actually get you some real stuff in this episode.
Hello again. I'm very pleased to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. It's a pity I wasn't there at the Grey Garrison to witness your feats of strength with my own eyes. The flash, however, could be seen miles and miles away. Some people were frightened of it, thinking that the demons had blown up the remains of the keep. I, for one, knew immediately that it was a good sign. The light above the city showed us that there was still hope.
Who are you, and how could you possibly be of use to my army?
My name is Sosiel. I am a cleric of Shaylin, the Eternal Rose and the Goddess of Beauty. Yes, I know that many people would consider me useless in a war. This is not a usual war, though. Just consider our enemy. The Abyss and his demons are the very embodiment of everything evil and ugly in the world. Perhaps a disciple of kindness and beauty might come in handy. I have no doubt that we will win this war, Commander. We just have to. It is our destiny. My role is to help you, and all those standing by your side in this struggle, to survive and flourish. Everyone deserves the chance to find peace and happiness in the world that they are defending so selflessly.
What are you painting? The cleric's eyes linger mournfully on the canvas. The unfinished painting depicts a temple crowned with a rainbow-tailed bird, the symbol of Shaylin. 5 people dressed in robes stand before the temple, men and women, young and old. They all gaze back at you with radiant happiness and joy in their serene eyes.
My brothers and sisters in faith. They sent me for help, and then they saved my life, Commander. If the Prioress hadn't ordered me to escape the city and seek help, I would have died right along with them. Instead, I met Queen Galfrey on her way to Nerosian, and hurriedly returned to Canabris, only to find my friends dead on the steps of our desecrated temple. I want to draw them the way they live on in my memory. Wise, beautiful, and loyal to their goddess and their city to the very end.
Evil. I hope you'll last longer than your brethren when the real battle begins.
Do not speak ill of them like that. They did everything they could. It's not their fault that the odds were so stacked against them. Now it's my duty to make sure my friends and tutors did not die in vain. I will honor their sacrifice by making this world a bit more beautiful and kind.
What made an artist enlist in the army?
Perhaps I am a true artist, or simply an amateur who defaces canvases in my spare time. My goddess is a patron of art, so painting is part of my prayer, and I put all my heart into my pieces. But I am a cleric above all else, so I must also tend to others. I went to war because here's where I'm most needed. Sure, I could be painting idyllic landscapes and offering empty prayers to my goddess, but that won't stop people from dying. My goddess has no tolerance for false piety.
You wanted to discuss something with me, right?
Yes, I have a personal request. Before we undertake our journey and leave Canabris behind, I would like to visit Martyr Zacharias' cemetery for a funeral. It's not far from here, and it's important. I would like to pay my respects to my friends from the Temple of Shaylin who died defending the city. Also, if it's not too much trouble, I would like you to come with me to honor their memory. Their friends and family will be at the funeral, and perhaps the commander's personal presence will bring them comfort. I know that you are burdened by many cares right now, so I understand if you can't find the time. But if you could, I would be sincerely grateful.
It was nice meeting you. Now I have to go.
You must be rather busy indeed. Leading a crusade all by yourself is no joke. I still believe that you are up to the task. This war has been raging for 100 years, but you've given us a chance at victory.
Pick this up.
Trail me.
Oh, pick that up. Anything over there? Okay, nope. Commander, a tall man with piercing yellow-green eyes gives you a brief nod. Let me personally congratulate you on your new title and thank you for your time in advance. I am Liotr Hawkblade, an Inquisitor of the Church of Iomedae, the bringer of light. I require your assistance in a delicate matter involving one of your companions, young Count Daeran Arende. What brings you here? I ask you to assist the Church of Iomedae in an investigation of the utmost importance. I understand that the leader of the Crusade has plenty of other matters to attend to, but please allow me to tell you the details. Perhaps it'll explain why I'm calling upon you. The Inquisitor's open face instantly reveals his feelings. He frowns and looks through you, lost in his thoughts for a moment. I suppose that you have already heard about Count Arende's story. I refer to the tragedy at the Heaven's Edge estate. You're going to investigate this old case again, aren't you? Yes, I am. I have several reasons to doubt the widely shared account of what exactly happened at the estate and how it happened. You see, Commander, I was among those sent to examine the estate after the incident. I saw everything with my own eyes, and I still remember it clearly, even though it feels like it happened a lifetime ago. Heaven's Edge was a unique place that still carried the spirit of old Mendev before the Worldwound. And yet on that day it turned into a labyrinth house of horrors, like something only seen in our nightmares. Apologies for the digression. I want to tell you about my suspicions. Everything about the incident seemed odd. Why was the only person left alive a young boy with a newfound talent for divine magic? Why did nobody send to Canimbrus for help, even though the agony spanned many hours? We found the demons dead with their heads cut off when we got to the estate. How were they defeated? How did the disease kill even the paladins present at the estate who are said to be immune to any disease? If the demons have found a way to penetrate the Holy Warrior's defenses, why has this never been repeated since the tragedy at Heaven's Edge? You are the only person who can help me here, Commander, because the only living witness of those events is currently serving in your army. Your army's route will take you near the very site of the tragedy. Heaven's Edge has been abandoned and sealed with potent magic throughout all these years, and only the Count has the ability to break that seal. He is unlikely to invite Inquisitor inside. In any case, he won't like me sniffing around his family seat. But if you, as his commander, express your wish to visit the estate, he will be obliged to fulfill it, and I will simply follow you as one of your attendants. There are 100 ways, 1,000 paths, and myriad loopholes in human lives that the forces of evil can use to their advantage. I am not sure which one of these led the demons to the gates of Heaven's Edge, but I do know it wasn't a simple raid the kind Crusaders face every day. That incident involved a significantly more powerful entity, and that is why I'm asking for your help. We cannot be sure that such a tragedy will not happen again until we uncover the truth. You have already been to the estate several times. What do you expect to find now? I was a young and inexperienced Inquisitor when I first visited Heaven's Edge 10 years ago. My skills have improved significantly since then, and I have paid dearly for that. Liotr makes a vague gesture, pointing at his scars. My arsenal includes many spells and techniques dedicated to gathering information about people and events. Almost all of them require me to be physically present in the place where the event in question happened. That is why I must return to Heaven's Edge. Why can't you just search the estate yourself without involving me? The estate is abandoned and sealed with powerful containment enchantments that only the Count himself can lift. This is not the main reason, however. The main reason is that Count Arende is not officially under investigation by the Inquisition, so I couldn't just break into his house even if I found a way to bypass the spells. This is a serious matter. Liotr frowns. A matter that threatens the reputation of the entire Church of Iomedae and my own organization in particular. We made more than enough unforgivable mistakes during the Third Crusade and are still dealing with their consequences. Your presence will give my investigation the necessary legitimacy, Commander. But there is more. In addition to getting official permission, I'd also like to bring an independent third-party investigator to this case. Someone independent but well-respected, and you fit this role perfectly. Did you question Daeran himself? I did, but the Count insisted he couldn't remember anything about the incident due to severe shock. He saw the demons at the very beginning when they appeared at the celebration to announce the onset of the plague and mock their victims. He also witnessed the death of his mother, Countess Selena. That was all he would tell me. Liotr pauses. We have found the young Count sleeping like a log on the floor in one of the rear chambers, having drunk about half the family wine cellar all by himself. There is no reason to disbelieve him on this matter. So you suspect that Daeran is hiding something? That he is to blame for the tragedy? I deliberately refuse to entertain any theories or suspicions so that it doesn't affect the investigation. There's a saying among my colleagues that suspicion is the mother of prejudice, and prejudice is married to failure. I can only tell you that Count Arende wasn't suffering from demonic possession, the most common malaise in our country at the time. Prelate Halron himself examined the boy right after the tragedy, and he didn't sense anything awry with him. Fine, I will help you. What do you need me to do? Liotr bows his head to you with exceptional reverence. Thank you, Commander. Now I ask you to speak to the Count and tell him that you wish to see at Heaven's Edge. Please do not inform him of my presence right away. I will join your escort when it's time to travel to the estate. When we get there, I will also require your help during the investigation. You will have to follow me, observing my actions as an independent witness. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me. I will remain here for a while. Tell me about yourself, Inquisitor. I want to know who I'm dealing with. I am Ulfin by birth, but I have lived in Mendev for most of my life, dedicating myself to the service of the Inheritor. My warrior brethren mostly worship Gorum, but I've never been eager to fight for the sake of battle alone. I was a good fighter in my early youth and could easily best most of my peers, but I didn't enjoy showing off my skills. Victory is bland on its own. Purpose adds flavor to war. I can't say that I've always been a faithful sword of Iomedae. Back in my mercenary days, fate brought me to the borders of Mendev, where I spent quite a long time among the Crusaders, fighting shoulder to shoulder with my righteous comrades in arms, and watching demons commit their atrocities eventually led me to something I have been seeking my whole life: purpose and faith. That is how I found my calling. Even though it may be hard at times, I've never regretted my decision. Are you one of Prelate Halron's followers? Liotr's face freezes for a moment, but he nods. Yes, of course. What is your opinion on his atrocities? Liotr is silent for a while. Usually people reveal such things about themselves only to their confessor, not to some curious stranger. Still, I did ask for your help, and that imposes certain obligations upon me. Let me put it like this. I spent enough years by Prelate Halron's side to learn how to keep him from going over the line. He was an extraordinary man, the vengeful sword of our goddess in human form. He was fighting in the vanguard, fearlessly taking down demons, exposing the cultist plots all by himself. He had served the Inquisition twice as long as I have, and eventually his own paranoia and monumental sense of responsibility eroded his mind. May Iomedae guard his soul. I have to go.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
There you are, my dearest. I'd like to talk about life in Mendev and the Crusade. Ask, I'm all ears. What's Queen Galfrey like in person? You mean my dearest cousin? Oh, she is the embodiment of all the virtues one can possibly think of, and all the unthinkable ones as well. She's beautiful, wise, charismatic, sharp-witted, a kind yet ambitious ruler, a skilled fighter, and a beacon of faith for all the worshippers of Iomedae. Have I already mentioned her unrivaled beauty? I'm more than sure that even her cooking is delicious. If she would deign to descend to the realm of mortals and actually try to cook something, yo bitch. Daeran's bored tone doesn't waver even on these last words. You think I am insulting her dishonorably behind her back? Then you are wrong. Her Majesty is perfectly aware of my feeling toward her. The entire capital knows it as well, all of Kenabres too, if not the entire country. My royal cousin is the quintessence of everything that irritates me about my glorious motherland. Her flamboyant righteousness, forced selflessness, and, sadly, her sincere devotion and austerity. The Count frowns. I must give her credit for one thing, though. She somehow managed to keep this country united, even despite the unrelenting demonic threat and the influx of thousands of foreigners every day. After a pause, Daeran continues. Galfrey of Mendev is like a demigoddess to many of our paladins. She is the Crusader Queen, the Sword of Iomedae. Is there any other monarch on Golarion whose subjects love them so ardently? The church pays for her life elixir so that she can continue to be the cement that keeps the crusade together. Without her, this whole war machine will fall to pieces immediately, and I'd so love to watch it crumble. This holy pot is in need of a good stir. I can't think of anything else at the moment. Wonderful. So, how do you like your new role, advisor? Daeran winces. You also enjoy poking me with that stick, don't you? Imagine it. Me, a crusader. My dearest cousin hoped to teach me a lesson. She managed it perfectly. An assignment I couldn't avoid without losing face. This idiotic journey leading straight into the demon's maws. I could have been on a pleasure boat right now with the loveliest Strontius and Patax on my arm and a bottle of the finest Cayenne wine to keep us company. Incidentally, I blame you for all of this. Daeran lets out a sigh. Well, actually, I think Cousin Godfrey is to blame for everything that's happened to me. And I suppose some of my misdeeds could be considered my own fault. But I can hardly be expected to take responsibility, can I? Certainly not. Therefore, I shall lay all the blame at your door and plot my revenge. He gives you an innocent smile. Did you also receive a fraction of that unusual power? Looks like it. I genuinely hoped that getting away from you would be the end of it. If your gift truly did come from Iamade, then giving me a smidgen of that power was a very subtle joke on her part. I had no idea that our divine Lightbringer of Mendev even had a sense of humor. Don't get me started on my many acts of sacrilege against her. That obscene engraving, the truth about the test of the Star Stone, is the tamest one by far. I'd love to visit Heaven's Edge and see the Arende estate someday. Ooh, I was just about to mention it myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday completely slipped my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here, and you'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Daeran seems to have trouble getting the words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask for anything. Since you're my superior, and I'm your advisor, I am obliged to ask your permission to leave for the festivities. And I want to invite you, too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. All right, deal. Perfect. You'll have a ball. I'll make sure of it. Something strange flickers in Daeran's smile. I should go. Goodbye.
This way.
That and you. I've talked to Daeran about the estate. He's going to celebrate his birthday at Heaven's Edge so we can go there as guests. A celebration? That is far from ideal. It would be rather inconvenient for me to conduct the investigation with all the guests around. Thank you, nonetheless, Commander. When you decide to go to the estate, I will join you. I have to go. All right, and then finally...
My legs carry me.
Damn it! You again, soldier. We'll talk soon. Hey, Chief, want to talk? What do you think of my new powers? Woljif pauses to think, rubbing his chin. You mean what you did back there? I have a few ideas. We can send you to Patak's underground arena to fight. Give you a scary name like Swing Sting or something like that. Give you a great cover story. Enemies burn down your house. You're avenging your dead family. The public eats that stuff up. You'll wear a shiny, eye-catching outfit. Or a black one if you like black better. We'll split the prize money 60-40. 60 for me, of course. You know, arranging fights isn't easy. These people are tough. I'll be taking more risk than you. And after we get set up in Patak's, we'll tour different cities, make some real money. What? You don't like the sound of it? Do you have any other suggestions? Woljif grins, his yellow eyes lighting up. I got one more. Have you ever heard of Razmirin? It's some land in the River King that's ruled by a King Razmir. A friend of mine used to go to live in Razmir. He got out of there as fast as he could. Long story short, this King Razmir of theirs is a god. He keeps his people under his heel. They're all terrified of what he might do. He sits on his throne wearing some white mask, giving power to anyone. Come and take power from me, he says, so long as you believe in me. Woljif quickly checks that no one is eavesdropping. But that friend of mine, the one who fled, he's a half-sister on his old man's side who's a cook in the castle and a washerwoman who the cook plays cards with in the evenings told her a juicy rumor. Word is, Razmir isn't a real god at all. He's got no powers. So here's my point. You do have powers. Pretty scary ones, too. We'll find some shabby little kingdom. I'll start some rumors. You'll show off a few tricks to wow the locals, and that's it. We'll make you a deity. But first, I want you to put it in writing that I'll be your chief advisor. I'm not doing anything just on the nine. I've been there. People promise you mountains of gold, and then when it comes to it, they're all, get lost, or I'll set the dogs on you. So, do you like the idea? It's a great idea. We'll get to work on it just as soon as we get out of this mess. Woljif rubs his hands, pleased. I'm going to make you a legend. You'll love it. A surviving Kennebrins becomes a god. We'll make you a cult that'll put Iamades to shame. In the meantime, you think You can think about what you want on your coins. And my insurance, don't forget to write the declaration. Make it be your chief advisor. I have to go. Let's talk later. Walter shrugs. Whatever. You're free to do as you please. Ooh. The neat smile on Camelia's lips disappeared so quickly, you almost wondered if you imagined it. What do you think of the powers you receive from me? Camellia shrugs nonchalantly. People of noble descent grow accustomed to ample opportunity. The powers I receive from you are useful, but I see no point in treating them with excessive piety. I have to go. We'll talk later. I won't keep you. The dawning smile on Camelia's face freezes and quickly dies away. Crazy.
Forwards.
All right.
No, backwards. Backwards.
Backwards. All right. Any useful weapons? What does Sela specialize in? Did I give her? I can't remember. Oh, she does. She does have Wexel side. So you will take this. And he can take this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That scale mail is horrible, but I don't think we have anything else that's better. Oh, wait. Technically, this is better, right? You can take that. Cool. And Sela can take... What's this? Yep, that's better. Window. Oh, no. None of this helps her. What else do we have here? Heavy paws. Critical hits made with natural weapons. Still doesn't work. Super weird. Yeah. I'm going to sell that. Doesn't seem like it ever works properly. Oh, we have a dagger here. You can use that. Shiny dagger. And the rest of this is stuff we can sell. Did we get pick up any shirts? Nope. Looks like the answer is no to that. Cool. All right. I saw you talking to the girl hiding her face. Who was she and what did she want? I don't know, Commander. She never introduced herself, but I bet she's not a part of our army. I know all our soldiers by name and by sight. Wilson frowns gloomily, his cordiality gone in an instant. She was looking for some elf volunteer, wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. At first I thought she was a messenger from Mendev. She definitely wasn't one of us. But now I see how it all looks mighty shifty. The quartermaster eyes you with concern. Was she some sort of spy then? Show me what you have. All right. No, all. Scales. I don't have to worry about him, actually. I don't need to worry about that. +1, +1, +1. Not worried about those yet. Dueling? Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that either. No, we're not picking up that. Greatsword +2 if we wanted it. We don't right now. Window. You got a +2, right? Yeah, that's a +2 longbow. Nice challenge. We don't have anybody who uses that. Okay, that's the only thing that's useful. Bulk. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Is this still just a book? It is still just a book. But we have that. So we need to assign that to somebody. And Excellent. Okay, this armor, braces of armor. No, we keep mage armor on him anyway, so don't really need that. Window I can use that. She has that actually. Nope, for now. So you lose, oh, you lose +1, but then you gain +4. Okay, so yeah. But we can look at that later. Dexterity. Oh yeah. Here we go. We need to assign this. Who would be Daeran would be most likely to have some extra time to cast. Something like that. Okay. Oh, wait. I forgot. Covenant of the Hair. What's this do again? To cast level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Seems like something Ember should have. There we go. Here you are, Ember. Okay. All right. Finally got through everything. Now, save, level up, rest, get out of here. You are at level 6. And that means I did get a Primus Oracle. So next should be Dragon Disciple. Okay. And skills. Definitely want to continue with athletics. Definitely want to continue with persuasion. Oh well. And natural armor bonus. I'll take that. Thank you so much. And then who else gets an increase? Well, first of all, we need you for this one mission real quick. Yeah, this is all fine. This whole person is fine for you. Yeah, we're not going to use you much, so that's fine. Camellia, let's get you right. Spellbook. Ooh, that's right. We just got that mythic option, right? Yeah. This doesn't help at all. Oh, wait, no. Do need a couple of casts of that. Okay, we need it for me, you, Regil when he replaces Sela, and we'll add one more on there just to be sure. You can add False Life. A couple more people could use Strength. I guess we'll throw on the Constitution there, whatever. All right, 3 of these fine. Delay Poison, remove Blindness, resist Energy, remove Curse. We got other ways of removing disease. All right, that should work. Who else? Daeran. We actually don't need to level you up right now. I thought you were supposed to be my Arcana guy. Oh no, Ember is Arcana. You are my World guy. Okay, 6. And Nature is 6. There we go. There's good. Ebony, what's up with you? Arcana, Religion. Use magic device. You get another hex. We haven't gotten evil eye yet. Ooh, heroism, finally. This stuff is automatic in the spellbook, right? Yeah, I don't have to manually set that up. Window. A lot of options. Cluster shots, or we're making a full attack. Your first attack fires 2 arrows at the attack's head, both in them. I can't remember which one of these is more important. We'll go with mini shot. Number of attacks per round has increased. I'll take it. And then finally you. Excellent. And you. Excellent. Okay. And we're going to rest. What would you have done in my shoes if you had to survive in the streets? What, you wouldn't have taken to thieving? Yeah, right. I would have survived one way or another. The spirits would have told me what to do. All right. The commander becomes host to an anomalous force, and his dreams are filled with strange visions. He feels the space around him distort, and his sensory organs are flooded by false images, bred by distortions of light and air. Reality itself tries to expel the commander to some dark tunnel. At the other end, a grim figure awaits. His body resists his crude attempt to wrench it from reality, but the unknown force finds a tangle in the commander's soul, one made of demonic rage and destructive desire. The stranger grabs at it and pulls, like a hunter reeling in a harpoon. Troubled by the sudden intrusion, the dark and ominous force deep in the commander's soul answers with a menacing growl. The commander... Knowledge Arcana. Tries to understand what's going on. He needs a moment to figure this out. The commander is being summoned, transported through space by some magical force. However, the attempt did not succeed because the commander is not a spirit or demon, but a mortal tiefling. The commander is surprised that this spell worked on him at all. We can at least try. Wait, actually, if I have a -3, there's no way that's going to work, so might as well move on. Responds eagerly to the call, as he always does, to the whisper of the dark tiefling heritage that flows in his veins. Uses every effort to suppress the tangle of rage in his soul, which the mysterious powers latched onto. Fights this force, just as he always fights the dark legacy of his tiefling blood. Responds eagerly to the call, as he always does, to the whisper of the dark tiefling heritage that flows in his veins. For a moment, the commander feels delightfully whole, as if the infernal legacy of the fiends running through his veins has finally awakened and gained its full power. The door that leads to the dark and furious part of his soul swings open, and, waking, the darkness spreads its wings. With a triumphant and savage howl, it breaks free and fills the commander's thoughts and senses. It rages like a burning spear, streaks along the dark tunnel to the one who dared trouble the commander. A heart-rending scream filled with pain and animal fear strikes your ears. The moment passes and the attraction fades. The enemy has withdrawn back to the shadows. The apparition recedes, leaving the commander wondering whether it was reality or a nightmare. Awesome. And now, my friends, it is time to march. But now with this party, take you. There we go. All right. Switch to the Crusade. Info. Sign a general. Yeah. Recruit new general. What's charge formation? All units in a 3x3 area gain a +2 bonus to speed and a -2 penalty to AC for 1 round. This ability is a stratagem. Fascinating. Okay. Well, she looks right around the type of person we want to have on our squad, so recruit. Accept. That works. Close that. Replenish an existing army. How do you replenish an existing army? I'd like to know. Whatever. All right. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. 400, I guess, is what we need. Excellent. Oh, cool. So if your army is sitting in the space where you recruit enemies, it'll automatically just plug it. No. Nope, that's not correct either. It's still 2 separate armies. Interesting. Oh yeah, my army is up there. There we go. There we go. Here we are. You. All right, now we go. Save there. All right. So this is the way it works. When you go up to fight, it'll do kind of an assessment of how this battle will probably go. And sometimes it'll just say, hey, you won. And everybody who would have died is actually replenished. So in those cases, you don't even have to fight. Accept. Having defeated a band of cultists who had driven the captives from Kennebrez and made the ruins of Valis' gift their temporary base, the commander's army celebrates its first triumph. Unfortunately, the demon worshippers have killed all the citizens and gathered their belongings into a huge pile in the middle of the camp. Okay. One of the cool things now that wasn't happening before is it'll use the perception of your party members while your army is roaming about. There we go. That's all for them. An elderly man limps towards a grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives. An elderly woman with a face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting. It burned like everything else in the house. There is nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Sosiel throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak. but it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, I wish you a warm welcome in Shellen's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this, he breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. The demon wants his companions close to him because he wants to be absolutely sure that they won't turn on him until he's ready to start killing them. So we'll choose lawful. You fought honorably and remain steadfast in your duty until your final breath. Your deeds will not be forgotten. Sosiel is too absorbed in his grief to hear you, but the other mourners aggressively raise their fists to the air, inspired by your words. Glory to the heroes of the Crusade. Never forget. What is that? An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. Her trembling hand points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. It's a zombie! Run! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And those undead go over there. And we ended up getting surrounded and ambushed.
I swear it.
Turn-based. Hey, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We'll give you jerk-offs a little taste of your own medicine. How about that? There we go. And then... nah, she's gonna chill. I think about it. Ah, great. Ooh, very nice. Okay. Sela. She'll go over here. Wonderful. Window handling business. Amber. One over there. Sure. Grab him. And then you. Is this swift action? No, it's a standard action. Have to do it after we get through. Excellent. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Rough. Yep. Oh yeah, he has no protection.
I'll cut you wide open.
At least you hit him. Man, that was a critical hit. I was about to say, if 4 of you hit that guy and he's still up, that's just unfortunate. All right.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Her swinging at the undead with his side is just spectacular. All right.
They'll beg me to stop.
Windwalk. Not playing any games whatsoever. Someone that... oh, he doesn't have that. Okay. Boom, boom, boom.
Burn! Yes. Behead.
Excellent. Yes, behead.
The spirits demand your blood.
Ooh. I was almost like, why did he skip over here? But hey, you gonna make some guy explode. Why not? What a heavy heart, Sosiel looks at the corpses of his friends, return to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Sosiel hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultist. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. Looks like some of the townspeople are only feigning their grief. They will pay for everything they have done when we find them. You're right. They can't be far. We can't allow them to torture anyone else this way. Wait. The townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. All right. Anything interesting? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. And how about over here? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Excellent. Over there. Don't screw this up, Windowog.
Have I pleased you?
Greatly. Loot that.
Anything for you.
Appreciate it. All right. Camellia.
I hope you appreciate this.
The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She lures at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Nanelle Ballard, at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not too far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are always welcome there, assuming you are properly attired. I hate to break it to you, but you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness. Do I look like a corpse to you? No, no, no. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such things to her. The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true. I am truly sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So, I died. But even in death, the accursed servants of the abyss torment me? Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest? I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there's no place for me here. Not in this miserable form. How did you awaken? Do you remember anything? Allow me to think. Seems like it, yes. Indeed, I awoke because I heard a voice. They were reciting poetry. Or prayer, perhaps. I suppose those were spells, then? It must have been your thrice-damned necromancer. Would you like to pass along any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here? That good-for-nothing band of hanger-ons? Most certainly not, thank you very much. I am reasonably confident that they have already brought my estate to ruin and squandered the fortune I bequeathed to them. They will have to do without my missives. Spare us both that indignity and embarrassment. You see, I would still be in the company of those I truly care for, were it not for your discourteous sorcerer and his parlor tricks. Lay the undead to rest. Rest in peace. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those past pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyway. Awesome. And you automatically receive a gold chain with diamonds.
Let's shake a leg.
All right.
Rely on me.
I crave your
Trust in
commands.
yourself. Esli, Axel, yes. Esli, Axel, yes. Ba, Riti. Ala, Swa, down. Ala, Swa, down. Ala, Swa, down. Ala,
Really hope Owlcat gives us a way to automate this in the full game.
Swa, down. Ala, Swa, down.
Got both of those. He does not have good domain spells, so I skip that. Boneless healing helps us more right about now.
Let me help.
Cool. That should be just about work.
I crave for adventure.
I didn't mean to do that, but it's whatever.
To battle, my friends!
Oh, no, 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 no. We're good for now. Excellent. What horror. I could barely catch my breath. Thank you for saving our lives.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
I'll tear your throat out.
Great job, Windua.
I will protect you with my life.
All right.
This way.
Now comes the hard part. On this fight, we are definitely using turn-based mode. I always get lit up in this fight. I just don't understand it. I mean, I guess they probably just meant it to be unbearable, but whew. All right.
You need me. Good. I'll rip you apart. I'll bathe in your blood.
Great start, window up. And yeah. Well, definitely put out some company. Can she charge? Nope. I just realized one weakness of this party that I'm doing right now. Nobody can cast haste. That's not good. But oh well. Nothing's perfect. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I want him right in the thick of things. Yep. You too. Excellent. Oh, trying to punish her? They are not happy. They're like, let us show you how little we think of what you've done. I thought that those arrow attacks would go for the skeletons first, but they completely dismissed them. Like, you're not the one who killed one of our brethren.
Why am I so... No, not like this.
Sila. Really? You can only...
The fray.
You don't have enough to... I dug it. Oh, well. Excellent. And... It was... Nope. Oh, come on now. equally annoying. Where you at, girl? Here we go. There we are.
No, not.
They are not having it.
You are today's sacrifice.
7, huh? Okay. Come on now. All right, finally, Sela.
Take you.
Come on, Sela. I need better from you.
May I see your entrails, please?
I was about to say, something's got to happen. Something's got to give. He'll deal with her afterwards.
Be gone, fiend!
Afterwards. Oh, I should have healed Camellia. That's what I should have done, but
Go for their hearts.
I'm tired of these onesie-twosies, girl. You know what? That's just a reminder I should give you Vital Strike.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Oh, I should have used Smite Evil, too.
Let the attack commence.
There we go. Keep pounding until it's over. Excellent.
Fall!
I'll cut you wide open.
Ugh. There's no attack of opportunity, huh? That's interesting.
Into the fray.
I was about to say, sooner or later she's got to be able to hit with that. Dun, 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 dun.
Die!
Excellent. Ooh. All right. That was better than most of the times that I've done it. I'll take it. Come on now, girl. Excellent. Nothing else I haven't picked up. Let me just check that real quick. Nope. We're good on that.
Search for the beauty with your heart,
All right.
not your eyes.
All right. Awesome. All right, let's finish this off. Don't you dare get away from them. Who are you? What do you want? All of you have to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith. You can do it. All right. I guess right in front of her works. Start using a little bit of that. Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
No match for me.
Excellent. Excellent.
For you.
Oh wow, you're all the way back there? Jeez. Come on now. Excellent. Oh, we never used false light. Should have, but late now. Oh,
The spirits demand your blood.
what's the problem? Why can't you move up further? Let's go. Okay, whatever. I could heal myself, but this will be so much more fun. Yeah! Something died just now. Okay, can you charge? You can. Yeah, very nice. Really? Took that opportunity to do another pot shot at him? There we go. Now she's nice and close. There we are. Did he just blind him? Oh, Sosiel was blinded. Well, Sosiel isn't going to be used after this anyway, so it's not a big deal. Oh, come on. You actually missed that? How? Let's go somewhere else. There we go. Somewhere where charge can be used.
Fight.
How is it that after all that, they still... Alright, girl. You want to have some act right this time? Actually, we're going to use you to... Actually, there was a red circle over that. That's not going to work. Oh, well. He can take care of himself. Not that great, but still, whatever. He can take care of this guy. There we go.
They'll beg me to stop.
Very nice, very nice. And there we go. All done. I surrender. Stop. I give up. Don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damn rat! How dare you! Suddenly, Sosiel becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clench into fist, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag! I remember you! You came to our temple, begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you and took you in. Then I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Stop it. I surrender. Sosiel ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues, fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You are a priest of Shelyn. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Do you two know each other? We do. That's Nardi, a tailor's apprentice from Kennebrez. We healed him after he was mauled by a dog. Then he became a frequent visitor to our temple. He listened attentively to our sermons, studied the goddess's teachings, and praised our art. Sosiel grits his teeth. Were you lying to our faces the whole time? When we took you in? When you sat at our table? When we broke bread with you? Were you planning to stab us in the back even then? The whole time. Now you understand part of it. Let's dig into the rest. The cultist curves his bloodied lips into an evil sneer. I was hoping to lure you to our side. It wouldn't have been hard. We are everywhere, even inside you. I think you know it too. You are not like all those pious devotees. You pretended to be, and maybe you fooled yourself, but we both see who you really are. You have the same demonic rage inside you. It's a pity I never had time to kindle it into a devouring flame, but sometimes you have to resort to a backup plan. Having you die at the hands of your dead friends was such a good idea. It's a pity it didn't work. Shut up! Sosiel swings his fist, but stops it in midair. His clenched fist trembles as he stares at the cultist with an expression of pure hatred. You want to kill me right now, don't you? But you can't. You're a good boy, Sosiel, so loyal to your goddess. You'll have to let me go or commit a sin, so I win either way. Witness the genius of our Lord Baphomet. Ha ha! Is he telling the truth? Your religion doesn't allow you to kill him? Yes. The Eternal Rose is known for her grace. She teaches us to show mercy to anyone who asks for it. It's one thing to slay an enemy in battle, but a captive, you must try to save their soul, to show them the beauty of the world. persuade them to abandon the path of evil. It's difficult, but the world is better for it. I'm just repeating your own sermons back to you. Come on, Sosiel, try to make me repent my sins. Perhaps your kind words will make me abandon Baphomet's teachings, run to Shellen for redemption, and start knitting some masterpieces of my own. The cultist smirks impudently. Do you really believe that even this scum deserves a chance at redemption? I don't know. May Shellen forgive me, but I have never had to struggle with this burden before. He looks at the cultist with a visible disgust. I had no time to try healing the souls of villains. I was always preoccupied with healing the bodies of those hurt by them. The cleric looks up at the sky. Forgive me, Eternal Rose. You teach us to be merciful to our enemies and love them, but I am too weak, I'm afraid. Grant me absolution from this sin, for this kind of love is beyond me. Evil. Wait. Chaotic. Hit him some more, but be careful not to kill him. Shalen says nothing against kicking a few teeth in. Sosiel knocks the necromancer down to the ground. Enough. He's defeated and will disturb the dead no more. Pummeling him further is not justice, only revenge. I had absolutely no idea there was such rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Sosiel wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender. Here, take everything I've got. Just don't kill me. The cultist turns out his pockets. What do you think I should do to him? Sosiel stares at the cultist, then through clenched teeth utters, I have no right to decide whether he should live or die. You are in charge here. What do I want to do? I'm going to set him free. The demon might want to align with Baphomet or other demon lords of his ilk. So he doesn't want to just wantonly kill their messengers without him. Yeah, we'll set him free. I will set him free. Get out of my sight. Sosiel looks at you in surprise, then turns to watch the cultist flee into the distance. I didn't expect that from you. You do realize that he'll immediately resume his evil deeds, don't you? Still, you are the commander. I must accept your decision. Boom. Sosiel examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's all right. You're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Sosiel's soft words assure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Sosiel bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the Eternal Rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. All right.
Suffered enough.
I really dislike the way that they force you to come all the way back over here, skipping the loot that's back where you fought. Forcing you to then have to go all the way back to where you fought in order to pick up everything you're supposed to get there. We could avoid that battle, by the way, by coming over here.
I did it.
But that just seems kind of cowardly to me.
I am helpful.
There we
Am I
go.
not?
And athletics
Did
again.
you see that?
Now, mind you, I think what you get down here is crap, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's just a couple of scimitars.
No.
Even if you choose to kill that necromancer. And that finishes this quest. All right, and I think that's enough for today. Hope all of you enjoyed the playthrough. If you did, please go ahead and leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next episode. Take care.